In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make a layout. In another word, if you're going to save your map, it's not a good idea to take this snapshot of this, and include in your report. So you need to make a layout that includes the map with the coordinate system, also the coordinate values, index, north direction, and the scale. So I'm going to show you how you can do it in QGIS. So first you need to click on project, make a new print layout, name it, let's call it final map, and click OK. So now the software, it's gonna take you to another new window that you are going to set up your final map. So based on the scale of the map that you're gonna print it, you're gonna save it. So you need to choose the right size for the paper size, right? So here I can right click and go to the page properties. The size of the page is A4. So if you are going to print your map in a poster size, so you need to go with A0. So indeed A4, it's 4 times smaller than A0 in both directions. So A0, it's a poster size. Alright, for this example I'm gonna keep going with A4. That's totally fine with me. Next, what you're gonna actually deal with indeed are these tools here, right? The one that has a green sign next to it. So next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the map. So add a new map to the layout. We start with this. Just draw a box for the area that you want your map appear there. And as you see now, I added this map here, but one thing is I don't know what's the scale of this map, right? So I need to fix that one. So you can right click on this map and go to the item properties. Alright, so now this item properties, it's giving you a very long list of different things that you should actually you should set some of them if you want. So let's go one by one. Main properties. Okay, you have the scale here. It says the scale is 18,541. So this has to be something round number. Let's put 10,000. You see, let's put 15,000. Okay, it depends to what you want, right? I'm going to deal with the 10,000. Okay, and I can move your map, my map to different areas if I want, or I can extend my mapping area. Let's say I'm happy with that, so I will again, because I moved it, I changed the box size, so the scale was changed. So I need to make sure this is the one that I want, right? So you see in the left side, in the right side, there is a white zone that I don't like to have it. I'm gonna fix that one in the next step. So I'm good with that. So layer, nothing to change. Extends, this is important. As you knew, the X value is increasing towards right side, and the Y value increasing towards top side. So I'm gonna change the X max, okay, to the smaller number. Probably I'm gonna, rather than this, let's reduce by 52 meters. Let's put only 600 to see what happens. You see, it's just gone. So if I put 610 and 600, let's see, and and as you see, let me put 650. You see it's appearing. So one thing that you notice, look at the scale. Whenever I change this number, right, the scale also will change. So let's put that one 10,000. Now you see it's a little bit better, right? So I need to put this one like that, right, and change that one to 10,000 again. So this is the easy way of setting it. Okay, you play a few times with these numbers, with the with the extents and the scale, and you make sure your map it's filling out the box, and also the scale is the one that you want. Next, I'm going to include the grids, right? You click on plus sign. It's going to create a new grid on your map, but now it's not set and you need to modify it. You select that one, modify grid, and you say here you want to have a cross or solid line or markers. Let's go with the solid line, and the coordinate system, right? It was NAT 83 UTM system. Select that one, click OK, and say the intervals that you want to add the values. Let's put 1000 meters to see how they look like. Okay, this is how it looks like. So you can go with 500. It's your choice. Okay, it's your artistic scale here gonna help you out. So if you think this boxes is too dense, you might go with the 1000 or you go with 800. It doesn't really matter. So for the grid type, you can change it to the cross. You see what's happening right on the map, or markers, or a frame and annotation only, which we are going to add that one too. So let's go with the cross. Alright, the cross size is about 3 millimeter. I'm gonna change that one to 1.5. okay, it's a little bit small. You see I just clicked out this item properties, it's just disappeared. If you want to see it again, just click on your map, it will come back. Alright, we did this, we did this, we did this, we did the grid, right? Part of it. Again, I'm going to change, modify grid. So we did this stuff. I don't want to put any frame, keep no frame. And this is important, draw coordinates. Okay, as soon as I click on that, the numbers appears here, right? Let's zoom in to one corner to see how this data is look like. Okay, alright, you see the numbers. So the numbers are fine, but I don't like to get these 3 decimal degrees after dots, right? So I'm gonna change that one. So let's go again one by one. We did this, we did that. Here, okay, it's decimal, that's fine. For the left and right, you see how it appears. It says horizontal. I'm going to change that one to vertical ascending and vertical ascending, right? You see the numbers now, it's rotated in that direction. I'm going to get rid of these 3 decimal numbers. I'm gonna put 0, and I'm gonna a little bit increase the space between the values and the box of the map. Alright, so this is something that I like, but I want to have a little bit of small line here that represents this value for this point. So let's see what we can do that. Yeah, you have to go, through it one by one and see, changing different things, what's gonna add on your map. Indeed. Let's see what we have here. This is the, alright. Let's keep it as it is. Okay, let me go on, but probably it's another option, down in the list. We're gonna look at that one. So as you see here, we work with the map grid. So click on this triangle, it's gonna take you to the main items, right? We were working on that. So about the overviews, we don't want anything, position and size, we don't want that. Rotation, that's fine. The frame. Alright, so you can put the frame if you want. You see now it's a little bit thick. Right, if you take that one and you place it, right, you see the thickness of the map, of the boundary of the map is changing, right? You can keep something like that. And yeah, I don't really change the other stuff like rendering or item ID, so I think this is quite good. So I'm gonna keep this as it is. But anyhow, if you wanna set your map in a way that you want, right? You should work with the items, okay, one by one, and see how they look like. So now you have the numbers for the coordinates, right? You have these cross lines, you have the boundary of the map. So this part, the first part, is done. Next, if you want to add the north direction, click on the new picture, draw a box, and if you have the north direction as a picture in your computer, you can actually call into this box, or you can right click on this, go to the again to the item properties, and here from the search directories, right, open up that one, and these are the SVG folders that we put some of the icons, if you remember, like USGS standard patterns. So you can go to one of them. I'm going to USGS, but anyhow, it's just whatever you choose here, it's gonna jump in this list, different part of this list. Anyhow, you try to find a north direction that you want. I'm gonna go with this. If you like it, that is fine. You can change the size and other stuff as well, right? I'm gonna change the size like that and place it somewhere inside my map like this. Again, there are different type of north direction you can choose based on what you like. Alright, next we're gonna you can add a label if you want. The next one is the index, right, or legend. Click on that, draw a box somewhere here, and then right click on it. It's gonna take some time. You don't really wait a few seconds until this list is completed, then you can select and right click on it. Go to the item properties. Now here you have the list that it's added into your index. So if you have geologic map, so that would be that would include all your geologic units. But right now, because we have only topographic data, that's why it has a very long list. So some of them I don't need to include, right? I want to only include the San Isidro, strike and deep locations, the stations, and the rest I'm gonna delete it. First of all, uncheck the auto update, right? And then now you can select them and click on that. This is gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna delete the slope and hill shade and Google imagery and Google Maps. I'm just keeping this is you can get rid of it. So it's up it's up to your your map and what you're gonna include it. Alright, that is the index. So next I'm going to put the scale. Again, draw a box. It's gonna show it the scale. If you don't like it, or if you want to increase the size, right, or reduce it, it's up to you. But you can go to item properties and change. Here you have the fixed width, so you can say every 200 meters. And you want to have the thickness if you want, the height, for instance. Let me change this one to see what's happening here. You see the thickness of the line is changing, right? The index. So change this stuff as you like and place it wherever you want. I'm going just do very quick things to show you. That's why I'm not really spending time to make a really nice map. So if you want to do it in a good way, so it needs some time, work with different possibilities and to see which one looks better. That's pretty much it, right? We have the north, we have the index, we have the we have the legend, we have the scale and everything. So again, if I'm gonna get rid of the white background here, what you do, you go to the item properties, and what you're looking for, it has to be somewhere here, right? So you can look at to the background, you can uncheck the background, so you have your legend here. If you want to add something like text as a legend, take the box and place it here, right? And then you can type, legend. You can change the font, you can change, how it looks like, the size of that simultaneously. Alright, so you can move this one wherever you want, right? And then place it somewhere that you think it's good to be there. Alright, that's pretty much it. Just quick look how we can set the our map in a standard way. And if you want to export this, you go to the layout and you can export it as a PDF file, right? Let's say final map on my desktop. Save and save. Okay, so it's done. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, you can close this layout, okay? And anytime if you want, you can go back to that layout in this way. You go to the project, you go to the layout manager, and you have final map here. You can click show and it's gonna take you to this page. If you want to have if you want to duplicate it and change some stuff in, you can do it. Just select and duplicate, and you can make final map 2. Alright, click OK. Now it's taking you to the new window, right? And it's this one here. So you can actually duplicate, remove, rename, and whatever you want to do with the layout, it's here. And whatever you change in your map view, it's not going to affect on this layout. So anytime you need a layout, you go to the layout manager and you call the one that you want, click show, and it's going to take you to here. Thank you.